Championship game coming up in the women's side between the #1 seed Terrapins of Maryland and Iowa, who had to pull off an upset to keep on going. Caitlin Clark, always exciting to watch.
And for Iowa, Caitlin Clark was on fire in the first half. She also made 9 threes of her own in the game. She had 29 of her 34 points in the first half. And Iowa, any other day, would have probably won the game. They shot 56% from the floor, 52% from three, scored 93 points on the road in conference play. But Maryland on the other side, 111 points, 61% from the floor and 68% from three.
Yeah, the numbers are just mind-boggling in the Big 10 championship final. Maryland, the #1 seed, wearing white, Iowa wearing black, and we are underway. And Czinano is going to be a different player in just about any game.
Key matchup on this end of the floor. Maryland's in there.
Able to get the put back, and that is one of the concerns for Coach Bluter, is to keep Maryland off of the offensive glass, where she can really stretch the floor.
This is the most mobile lineup that I've ever seen Maryland play with in terms of the versatility that they have at the 4 and 5 spot. And there she is, Caitlin Clark. No hesitation on pulling the three. You have to get a step or two behind the line to guard her. This is a great skip pass here because of the concern about the post game. Defense will often sag, and Bibby does not get out there in time, and Clark could not wait for this championship game today.
Yeah, she was the Big 10 Freshman of the Year, also on the first team All Big 10 club. Did not shoot the ball very well in the Michigan State semi yesterday, and she said after the game that she was saving it for today, so we'll see how she does. 10th in the ACC in scoring, and as you mentioned in the open, Maryland has 6 players who average in double figures. She's one of them. Czinano, but they could not take advantage. Caitlin Clark's not going to let anything bother her. She's got a swagger and reminds many of us in a way of Diana Taurasi. Not saying certainly in the basketball side, not yet, but she sort of has that confidence, always going to take a shot. And look at the numbers for this true freshman.
She has no conscience. I mean, even when she's not open, she's open because she feels like any bucket, anytime you give her the ball, she can score it. And she's proven to be very effective and at an efficient level. That's what really stands out to me. She's not just putting up a ton of shots and shooting it at a low percentage from the field.
Well, when Caitlin Clark was in high school, Lisa Bluter said that her coach was telling her, hey, we need a bucket, go score for us. And she was doing it all. And you see glimpses of that now as a freshman for Iowa. Yes, she leads the Big 10 in assist and scoring, but she was on her own trying to get some shots going. Sometimes if she missed 2 or 3, she would get her shoulder down into the defense and try to score right away. But Lisa Bluter said that she has really evolved in terms of letting the game come to her instead of going to get the game every single time.
Christy, you're absolutely right. There's a maturity that comes with that for a lot of great high school players. Getting to college, realizing that you've got other great players around you, but she still has that scorer's mentality and wants to make every play. A freshman that's still learning.
That's a big three from Gabby Marshall. Had a terrific quarterfinal, career-high 27 against Rutgers, including 7 threes, as you see. And it gets Iowa within 7. We saw some of that frustration with Clark in the semi yesterday in their win against Michigan State. And Coach Bluter said sometimes she actually has to call her over and calm her down a little bit.
A little feisty.
Like that's going to tick her off that she missed that shot, but she's got Czinano in there to clean it up. Clark now with the ball in her hand. Shot clock is dying. She's going to shoot it. And she banks in the 3. Iowa on a 9-2 run to close the game to 3 after Clark's desperation 3 found the bottom of the net.
When you shoot the 3 as well as Iowa does, you are always in the ball game and can close a gap very quickly.
A terrific three-point shooting team. Faith Masonius, number 13, is checked in from Maryland. But the Aussie, Chloe Bibby, is red hot in the first quarter.
Is it in the paint on a post up at the high post? The ball starts to rotate around her. Excellent pass there by Clark.
That was Angel Reese with the bucket, a very highly touted recruit. And Czinano still has not missed a shot against the University of Maryland this season.
Finds a way, finds an angle, finds a position to get an advantage on her defender. And that's 25 in black.
Yes, she is. And she was backing up Megan Gustafson, who torched Maryland. Clark, oh, that's a charge. Clark charges into Benson, who drew it.
Owusu had the primary assignment. Oh, yeah, looks about right.
Clark zips it across court, shot off in time, but it doesn't fall.
Really good. They've got depth. They check all the boxes. Defensively, they're stout. Offensively, so balanced, even maybe more balanced than we thought coming into the Pac-12 tournament. Tara Vanderveer's just had a fantastic season.
Caitlin Clark firing one from way downtown. That's her third three of the game. So the biggest lead of the game now, 14 for the Terrapins. And Diamond Miller closing out quickly, but then a really good adjustment by Kate Martin. Here's some of the tickets punch you already mentioned. Stanford with a convincing win over UCLA. Some of the other teams getting in with automatic bids, including, well, there's a three knocked down from the outside by Marshall. Congratulations to Central Michigan. Gail Gestencourt is the associate head coach for the Chips as they won. And of course the Marist Red Foxes. We would be remiss if we didn't mention them because our producer, Chris Damiani went there.
Gotta love this time of year, particularly because we were robbed of our complete March Madness last year, and so you're just excited to see that a lot of these tournaments, in particular on the women's side, are getting off without any major COVID issues, and that these teams have an opportunity to punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament.
Marshall called for the foul. Owusu gets tied up. Ashley Owusu only has 2 points, 1 of 8 from the floor.
Yeah, Iowa's done a nice job of taking away the space of Ashley Owusu, just really not allowing her. Now, she is a physical player, and that's a great defensive play there by Gabby Marshall, but you just sense that Owusu's a little bit off in terms of her touch, and she's always got a body there when she's looking to score today. So good job by Iowa.
That is the first shot that Czinano has missed against Maryland all year, but the rare offensive rebound and the putback for the Hawkeyes. Warnock able to get in there and clean it up.
And it's just important for Iowa to score in general so that they could get back and get their defense set. How many transition threes have we seen? How many opportunities have we seen from Maryland where Iowa hasn't gotten back in scoring position? And here come the Hawkeyes.
Monica Czinano now with 10 points, back-to-back buckets, and the lead has been trimmed to 8.
If no one else is down the floor, Monica Czinano will be down the floor, finding her position in the paint. One of the best finishers in the country. And that's a perfect pass, a perfect lob pass as she's being fronted by the defender there.
Misses. Christy Winter-Scott has some more.
Yes, you were talking about Monica Czinano and how she was named first team all Big 10 conference this season. Well, her freshman year, she sat behind one Megan Gustafson, who scored 45 points in the championship game here against Maryland just 2 years ago. But she has evolved. Last year, a second team all Big 10 conference member. But this year, she has really put that leadership cap on for Iowa, and she has just reveled in that role. She put in the time, got her body in better condition so she can stay on the floor a little bit longer. And like you said, Pam, 67% from the floor. She's been leading the country in that statistic all season.
And Christy, when we talked to Lisa Bluter about her, I've never heard Lisa use this word or anything like it. She said that Monica's shot was jacked when she first got there. And that assistant coach Jensen worked with her on her shot, on her form, and now she's one of the most efficient players in the country. It's just impressive to see the evolution, but also the patience and waiting for her opportunity to shine.
Oh, no question. I mean, she put in the work, and that's the difference maker. I mean, she has tremendous footwork, and you see a lot of similarities between what Megan Gustafson did and what she's doing in terms of establishing herself early in the paint and already being in a drop step on the catch. So it's a simple catch and shoot when she gets a nice pass inside.
Coach Bluter says it's about an hour and a half away from Iowa City. Comes from a basketball-playing family. That just would not go down. All right, Warnock, who is actually the leading rebounder on this team.
Iowa needs to get a good possession. It's all about patience and ball movement, or it's all about just get the ball to Monica Czinano. Get the defense to collapse, and the Baylor Lady Bears have had. And Kim Mulkey doing it once again, best defensive team in the nation.
Owusu taking it to Tyrone, drawing the foul.
You may be asking, why doesn't she get the charge call here? What makes Ashley Owusu special is she's a bully with the basketball. She catches it here, and with her strength, it is so hard to keep two shoulders square and in.
Collins did not rattle home, and now here's Caitlin Clark. Clark 9 points so far, and she draws the foul.
And had really started to settle into this system, this offensive system, according to Lisa Bluter.
Now Caitlin Clark gets it to Czinano, who hits it right before the buzzer.